The FarStar Company Publishers presents Coffee and Blood, Love Letters Between the Dead, Volume 5 of 5. If she's invisible, isn't every woman beautiful? Jefferson. Hello, my pretty Odessa. I hope that you are having a very nice Easter holiday. And yes, I will be visiting you in Ukraine as soon as I possibly can. I am looking for my next job contract, and I am focusing all of my efforts on finding a job in Ukraine. I do not know anything about your city. Where is that? Are you near Odessa, Kharkov, Kiev? I am planning the start of my visit to Ukraine in Kharkov, and then traveling from there to meet you and the other beautiful women I have met via the magic Postman. Would you be able to travel with me around Ukraine? I would like you to meet the other beautiful bisexual women who might be sharing our life together with us. So you paint eggs and exchange them with friends? Are the eggs empty and then you paint them? That is what we did as children in the USA. Please tell me more about what you do on holidays with your friends and family. So you bake too? I cook and bake, so maybe you could teach me all your favorite recipes. And caramel is one of my most favorite things. We have chocolate pecan turtle cookies, which is, of course, not a real turtle, chocolate and pecans wrapped around a large piece of caramel. And I must have caramel in my American-style coffee once in a while. Your church sounds beautiful. I am hoping that you will show it to me when I arrive in Ukraine. We had a small barbecue here. We are all foreigners in a huge dormitory, where I rent a room here in Wellington, New Zealand. The New Zealanders are not friendly or kind, so we foreigners tend to stay to ourselves. I am looking very hard for my next job contract somewhere in the world, and I'm trying very hard to find a contract in Ukraine so I can visit you very soon. I am not a Catholic, but as a Native American, a Hopi Indian, I guess I am what you would call a Taoist. But we believe that the Great Mother is our goddess, and she is both herself and nature. And she loves us all, even when she must punish us for behaving badly. Then she goes from the loving mother to the warrior goddess. Sadly, I think the warrior goddess is returning now to the earth, as most of mankind is behaving very badly. And you and I, and the other beautiful women who share our life with us, we will need to find land high up in the mountains to live. I want to build a sustainable organic farm with a small hotel and a conference center, and a nightclub where we can practice salsa dancing. I hope that your holiday is wonderful and happy, and it makes you smile to hear from me. And have a happy Easter to you, Jefferson. Odessa. Hello, dear. Yes, I agree with you that Western women sometimes behave themselves like men. Many of Western women are feminists. I finished music school, piano department. But when I finished my school, I finished to practice. I was not going to become a professional pianist. But design is my passion. My faculty was landscape and park design. But unfortunately, in our city, there are not so many projects for designing landscape, and I have found myself in nail designs. I can make little masterpieces on the tips, women's nails. It is not very easy, but it is very beautiful. Dear, I am so sorry to listen that your adopted parents have offended you. Actually, I cannot understand how people can be so rude to a little child. Dear Jefferson, if you only know I am so sorry for your childhood. And yes, I have heard that Americans often beat their adopted children. It is a very sad statistic. Of course, I try to teach you, but frankly speaking, you can dance better than me. I am sure you are a professional. I don't train 7 hours a week, and I am sure many women want to dance with you. You know, some men think if you want to see your wife in the future, you have to look at her mother. Some men are disappointed. Others are very glad to know that their wives will be good-looking in advanced age. So, what about you? Do you have any of these criteria for choosing your future wife? And some men are mad if their wives become fat or invert homebody, although they first ask them to sit at home and care about family and house. I am not such kind of woman. I cannot sit at home and do nothing but cooking and cleaning. Do you agree with it? Tender kiss, Odessa. Jefferson. Hello, Odessa. It is very nice to hear from you again. Yes, feminism sounds like a great idea until you realize it is based on hatred of women against themselves. There is a very smart fellow who traced the feminist movement to bankers. They are the ones who fund the mind control campaigns that have destroyed Western culture. Like all hatred, it is very sad and completely pointless. Feminism has driven Western women crazy. How can you be a wife, a mother, a businesswoman, and have a life for yourself all at the same time? It's just not physically possible. Do you still play the piano? Do you think you could teach me? I used to play piano when the tenor section rehearsed, but that was about all. I think that is brilliant. Painting masterpieces on women's nails, that is inspired. I am so sorry there are not many projects for you to work on, but maybe you could help me design our sustainable organic farm. It will have a geodesic dome greenhouses, fish farms, hanging gardens, sunken gardens, waterfalls, tropical gardens, and fish ponds, and of course, a barn for the horses. Some of the other beautiful bisexual women I am talking to here are as brilliant as you are. Our children will not only be beautiful, but brilliant too. You are very kind to think of me, and I thank you for your gentle words. The USA is a brutal place, but it turns out that New Zealand is worse. I did not think that even possible. There is something wrong with the culture of the West, and I am frankly tired of it. I have spent so much of my life trying to help people who have no interest in my help, and prefer to live in horror that I cannot do it anymore. I even made 128 videos on a news show, trying to warn people to stand up and protect themselves. Those videos are still up on YouTube. But all I ever got from my effort was hate mail, so I stopped. Now my only interest is in you, me, and a few other beautiful women who will share our loves and our lives together somewhere in the world. Should we stay in Ukraine? Should we move to Argentina, Chile? I don't know. This is something we will have to decide as a family once we're all together. But we must dance salsa. Dancing is not professional. It's for fun, especially between ourselves. I would never want you to sit at home. Where you go, I go. And I don't want you to be fat either. So you will have to come out and dance with me several hours every week. We will also work out at the gym together if you like. I prefer those home gyms. I'm using a home gym now and it's great. 20 minutes a day, 7 days a week, and I'm done. And we share the cooking and cleaning. There will be a few of us, and we are family, and we will support and love each other without limits. I will wait to hear from you again with hope. Jefferson. The FarStar Company Publishers presents Coffee and Blood, Love Letters Between the Dead, Volume 5 of 5. If she's invisible, isn't every woman beautiful?